Hello friends, my dear students, myself Vandre Shital from Rayat Shikshan Sanstha Rao Bahadur Narayan Rao Borake College Sirampur. This video is prepared under the guidance and support of Honorable Principal Dr. Gaikwad Sahib. This video is only for the educational purpose. Now in the latest syllabus of the 12th science, the chapter that is the origin and evolution of life, we know about the different theories of the origin and evolution of life. We have studied already the geological time scale, how during this geological time scale, which animal that will be dominant and which animal that will be get survive during the specific era, during the specific period, how they will be get diminished, how they will become towards the extinct stage, the different reasons behind that, and most important factor that is nothing but here the global change. The climatic change takes place, and during this climatic change the process of evolution that will be get continued. And therefore here in this today's video we are going to show how the human evolution takes place and how the Homo sapien is become the dominant on the earth surface. Now here come towards the human evolution. Here this diagrammatically that chart shows that the origin of the human being and classification of the mammal. As we have traced this human evolution, and this evolution it shows that during which period, which type of the mammal it will be get developed, which are the different characters they are get developed in that respected mammal. This mammal, it is the mammalia, it is the class. We have studied already in the 11th standard the classification of the kingdom Animalia, and in the lastly the phylum Chordata shows the class Mammalia, as it is the evolved class. And why it get the evolved? Due to the characters they are get developed, all the systems they are well identified, well developed in their body, and therefore this class Mammalia, it is the advanced class in the kingdom Animalia. This total Mammalia, it is divided into the three marsupials, then monotremes and the eutherians. Here these are the pouched mammals. These marsupials, they are known as the pouched mammals, as we know that these mammals are the viviparous, and after their birth here whatever that young one, they are get developed or they are get attached to their pouch. Then the monotremes, these monotremes, they are the egg laying mammals. Here that is they are the pouched mammals. They are the egg laying mammals. Mostly that mammals are the viviparous, but here they are the egg laying, come towards the oviparous condition. These eutherians here, they are the advanced and they are termed as the placental mammals. Here the completely process of the evolution that will be get clarified due to formation of the placenta. These placental mammals or the eutherians, it follows the order primates. These order primates, it comes again the sign of the evolution, that order primates, they are subdivided into the suborder here Prosemae and the suborder Anthropoidea. These suborder Prosemae follows the lemurs as well as the tarsiers. These are the, again they are showing the some characters, the presence of their tails regions are present, their body it is showing the hairy structure, the evolutionary line, this shows that the vertebral column, they will be well developed present, all the systems well developed present. They are nothing but the primitive monkeys, and they shows their different characters. When the old textbook is there of that, they are showing the different characters of these lemurs as well as the tarsiers, which are similarly they are showing all the functions or the primitively the body structure they are showing just like the monkeys are there. The Anthropoidea, these are divided into the New World monkeys, then Old World monkeys as well as the Hominidae. Here these New World monkeys, the examples that is showing, that is the squirrel monkey, spider, and the really monkey which is get observed in the nature. The Old World monkeys, this shows that the baboons, langur, etc. the hominoidy, it shows the examples of the talus and the great apes. Again this hominoidy, it is divided into the Hylobatidae, Pongidae and the Homidae. These are the subdivision of these hominoids, that this shows the arboreal apes as well as the gibbons. This Hylobatidae, it shows the gibbons, again it is the primitive as compared to the man. This Ponginoidae, it is shows that the chimpanzee, gorilla, as we know that here they are the very similar characteristic of the human being, because human is get evolved from this chimpanzee, from this gorilla. The Homidae, this shows that the erect posture of the human being, and therefore the Homidae, it follows the complete line of evolution is get shown here due to presence of the position of the human being in this group. Okay, here this shows that the evolutionary line or the classification of the mammalia. After that, here come towards the chart. This chart, it shows that which type of a mammal is get evolved during which period, or they are following which character. Their first fossil record, it will be get found out in which region. In the geological time scale, we know that here in the million years ago, how many eras they are present, and in which era which plant and animal life become the dominant. But here this chart, it shows that the human evolution, and this human evolution, it takes place from this Dryopithecus, Ramapithecus, Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Neanderthal man, and the last one the Homo sapien, and now we call this that as the Homo sapien sapien, that is the modern man. Just like the we, means we comes under this Homo sapien sapien. Now the appearance, how this structure of this primitive man looks like. They completely looks like here the Dryopithecus, because here the outline, they shows that this hominoidae, it is nothing but the primitive to Ponginoidae, and because the presence of the chimpanzee, presence of the gorilla, they are nothing but showing the combination of the character between the human to their other features, and therefore this line also clear that the man itself get evolved from the monkeys. This appearance, it shows that Dryopithecus, they are completely following the ape-like structure, because their body posture, it is not completely erect. Their vertebral column, it is not the erect, it is somewhat get curved, and therefore just monkeys, they are get their backbone is not straight, they are get curved body, and due to this here they shows that the semi-erect posture. After that, their appearance, in which year they are surviving on the earth, near about 20 to 25 million years ago, these Dryopithecus, they were present on the earth surface. In the site of where these fossils record, they will be get find out here, the Lake of the Victoria from the African region, and in India from the Himachal Pradesh region, their fossil records that will be get find out. And as we know that here, under the branch of the paleontology, we have seen the significance of the paleontology. These fossils is nothing but here to study of the which are the primitive animals present on the earth surface, and this fossil record of these mammals shows that which type of the characters they are present in this Dryopithecus. This Dryopithecus is also shows the very close similarity to the chimpanzee. Come towards here the Ramapithecus, it looks like the man-like. It is not completely 100% showing the similarity or the character, but it looks like the structure of the man. It is present on the earth near about 12 to 14 million years ago. That is showing the evolution. Their body comes the erect posture, because the vertebral column, that will be get straight, and due to that here, that man, it becomes the straight on their legs. Where the fossil records that will be get find out here in the Sivalik Hill in India and in Kenya. From this region, their fossil records that will be get find out. The third one, it is the Australopithecus. This Australopithecus, how it looks like? This shows the connecting link between the ape as well as the man. Here in the 4 to 1.8 million years ago, they were present on the earth surface. Now here the cranial capacity of that get developed, and due to development of the cranial capacity means the thinking power of the man is get evolved from this Australopithecus, and due to that here the research or the activities working that will be get in existence, and from this region the actual human evolution is get started, because the brain is get here start to work from these Australopithecus. They are showing the erect body posture. The fossil record of them, it is get find out from the South Africa, Tanzania region. The Homo habilis, this Homo habilis is known as a handyman. It is the handyman like structure. It is present in about 2.5 to 1.4 million years ago on the earth surface. Again the cranial capacity of that is get developed near about 650 to 800 of this cranial capacity present in this Homo habilis man. Their body posture, it is the erect. That their fossil record is get find out in the Tanzania as in the African region. These Homo habilis, it is mostly shows the presence of the tools, stones. They are called as the handyman. Next one, it is the Homo erectus. It is known as a ape man. It was present on the earth surface near about 1.5 million years ago. The cranial capacity is get developed here, shows the evolution, 900 cranial capacity. They are termed, their fossil record, it is get found from the Java and the Peking region. During this location, the Java man and Peking man, they are also shows the evolution. Their body posture, it is the erect. This Homo habilis, this Homo erectus, it is mostly, they are probable, they are termed as the omnivorous, because their food material, it is the meat. They are not the totally herbivorous are there. These mammals are dependent for their survival on the another animals, or maybe some mammals they are eat directly the fruits, vegetables which are available in the nature. They are preferring both the types of the habitat, both the types of the habit. There was no evolution, no just industrialization, urbanization. Therefore, they are preferring mostly to live in the forest region. The next one, it is the Neanderthal man, and we are very familiar to this word of this Neanderthal man. It is shows the advanced prehistoric man, because it is our the past, or which are the primitive to our, these are the Neanderthal man, and they were surviving on the earth surface near about 10,000 to 40,000 million years ago. Their cranial capacity is 1,400. Their body posture, it is the erect. They are come towards the Homo sapien, therefore they are shows the advanced cranial capacity, and the brain, it is the developed, not the well developed as compared to Homo sapien, but in the some percentage, the as compared to them the 10 to 15% less, but they are having the well developed cerebrum region. It is find out in that. The Neanderthal valley, they are showing their fossil record location as well as their fossil, it is get find out in the Germany region. These Neanderthal man, it shows that their constructed fleet tools. The last one is the Homo sapien, or the today's Homo sapien, or we are also the follows that same group, that is the modern man. And still this man is surviving on the earth surface, and its cranial capacity, it is the 1415 cc. This body posture of that, it is the here erect. The fossil record of this Homo sapien, it was find out in the African region. The developed distinct races, it is nothing but the specific feature of this Homo sapien. The developed caves art near about the 18,000 years ago, that will be get the sign to shows the development of the cranial capacity of that man. Whatever if we are observing the historical places and whatever the art they have gained decorated, that nothing but the near about the very old, but these mans they are get developed that art to prepare that such a things from the stone region. And in this way here the evolutionary line shows that which type of the characters is present, how that human evolution takes place, how the cranial capacity is get developed, and now how the modern man is get survive on the earth surface. Thank you.